I'm Nairi D. Ford, Village Clerk of Fort Heights. I've worked for social services for the last 19 years, working with Governor State University, first out here actually in the village of Fort Heights with a program called Learning in Context, and then going on now to Moraine Valley Community College, working with the TRIO program. And so when you're working with programs like that, Learning in Context and TRIO, it's pretty much grassroots, boots on the ground. So you're working with, of course, your faculty administration and things of that nature, but you're also bringing in families and students and getting them to buy into your program. So I'm working in the community and I'm getting just involved and entrenched in their lives. I have a master's in public admin, and in 2017, an opportunity came for me to interview to be the appointed clerk because the clerk that was elected did not finish out her term. So I had no idea what that position actually entailed. I looked it up, but it kind of gave you some very non-specific type overview of what that position entailed. So I said, okay, I'll give it a whirl. Why not? I live out here, so let me come out here and see. Didn't really think much of it, didn't think I would get it, but I put my hat in the ring just to see kind of what would happen. Lo and behold, I was appointed July 27th of 2017. I provide customer service to the village of Fort Heights in a couple of ways. We have our residents, which is key, and then we have the businesses that are in the village of Fort Heights, which is also key to the growth of the community at large. A lot of what is seen truly is behind the scenes. I want to encapsulate it and not overstate, but for my position here in the village of Fort Heights specifically, it's not really a out front, in your face position, but there are a lot of different things that's going on through the village clerk's office. It's making sure that they have their village vehicle stickers. It's making sure that when contractors come in, they are registered with the village of Fort Heights and that they are getting their permits to do the work within the village of Fort Heights. It's making sure that our businesses are licensed and that they have all of their necessary requirements to be an established business, to make sure that the businesses are providing the best of care. So there's different checks that go on. All of those things are provided in the village of Fort Heights through the clerk's office. We also make sure that when things aren't going as they should, the clerk's office is on the forefront of making sure that we get the necessary people in to correct whatever the behavior is or whatever the thing that they're doing it shouldn't be done, be it in the business or be it in the community. We are also on the front line of letting them know when emergencies are happening in terms of when we have the excessive heat wave or excessive cold, where do they go for that? Your clerk's office is at the forefront of making sure that that information is going out in a timely fashion. If they need any type of water, or when water goes out in the community or something like that, we are on the front line keeping our pulse on what the needs of the village are so that we can make sure that those needs are filled. So it's kind of like there are two things going on simultaneously in terms of the clerk's office. You very rarely see the clerk out front, but services are being given from that office daily. The number one takeaway regarding the clerk's position that I would like people to walk away from this video knowing is that your clerks are your historians. They are giving you living, breathing, real-time information about what is going on in your village. When you talk about being the keeper of the records, we are making sure that the records are accurate and they're true. We are the backbone, making sure all pieces flow together. When a lot of chaos is going on, the clerk's office is usually the office that people come to because they want to have some sort of information or reassurance. And those are the things that the clerk's office brings to the table daily. Whether it is an emergency situation or whether it could be just your average run-of-the-mill day. We are your source of information on the front lines. We are neutral. We bring integrity. We bring balance. And we bring service to the village of Fort Heights. And when we are outside of the village of Fort Heights, we are bringing awareness back into the village of Fort Heights. We're getting out there and synthesizing information that will be critical to the vibrancy of the community. So we're able to talk to the mayor and trustees and give them synthesized information so that they can come back and make critical decisions on behalf of the businesses and citizens of Fort Heights. So it's kind of multi-layered in terms of the one thing that you want to give as a takeaway, because there are many things that I don't think people are aware that the clerk's office actually does, and how vital that role is in terms of the hierarchy of the village.